once again. And today we're coming back to the Sega Dreamcast. It's been 2 weeks since we opened it up, identified what was going on with it, got it partially fixed, and I've got the parts I need now to fix up the rest of the way, hopefully. So thing number one, we'll be replacing the battery, and replacing it with a replaceable battery thing, so you can replace the battery at will. Also, we will be replacing a tiny little gear on the motor. So after some research after the last stream, I figured out why this Dreamcast is so loud. It is so loud because there's a tiny crack in the gear that is on the motor that spins the thing, and it's actually a super common thing. And supposedly, and we're gonna find that out here, you can order a part that is used a lot for RC cars. That is the exact same size and dimensions as what you need for this thing, and it is a brass part, so it will not crack again. So let's find out. All right, so first off, we're gonna just start it off by turning it on. Let's check it out. Let's see if it's still showing the same issues. I don't know why I was getting up. I don't remember what I was getting up for. All right. I don't know if you can hear that loud, but it's definitely there. It's loud. Though interestingly, battery worked. I didn't have to do anything. A little strange, but I know that the battery is dead. It's got like no charge left to it. So, all right, cool. So those are the two remaining problems. Let's start cracking this open and get to it. Bring this down a little lower. It's attacking my chin. There we go. It's a lot better. All right. Man, let's get snug in there. All right. So we got 1, 2, 3, and then I believe the fourth one's under this modem. Yep. Okay. Hey. Used to play me some Phantasy Star Online on this thing. Those are great memories. Those are fantastic memories. All right, let's get the tools we need for the job. All right, so if I remember correctly, this is all I should need to get inside and to get most of the stuff taken apart. I've got my hobby ceramic grease stuff for Dreamcast was indeed goated. What's up, Snap? For re-greasing our movable parts in our CD chassis. Then I've got my little brass guys replacement, hopefully replacement. This is kind of a long shot. And then we've got our stand-up holders. So let's get one of these out. Did some looting raids earlier today. Found some blueprints that I already had. Well, yeah, I feel like you just need to get used to that. Because that's about all I find are blueprints that I already had. What am I doing? So this Dreamcast needs a new battery, so we're putting new replaceable battery holder in it. It also needs it's also really loud, and it turns out the reason it's really loud is because there's a tiny gear on the motor, and it's plastic, and it will crack over time. And this one has a tiny hairline crack in it, and what that causes is it causes the the gears to slip sometimes. which is what leads to really loud grinding noises when the disc laser seeks. So we're replacing that, and then we're gonna add some more grease to it to get it all nice and slippery again, so that it is nice and smooth and quiet. That is what we are doing. And so supposedly you can use these little brass RC car guys as a replacement for them. So they have all of the stuff has arrived. It's been 2 weeks since I ordered them, and we are now ready to try to make this Dreamcast not sound like a loud goat again. So I'm gonna get all the pieces I need out. So yeah, we'll be doing some soldering, some greasing, and some praying that I don't fuck the motor up when taking off the old gear and putting the new one on. We got that. And then battery. ML2032. All right. And then I need my gloves. My hands smell like tikka masala, which is delicious, but definitely leaves a nice little stain of all sorts of stuff. Good dinner, though. Good dinner. All right. This will be interesting. I've not done this before, so we're doing it live together. All right, that looks like it is if I remember correctly, that is a 0 Phillips. Super long boy. Yup. Got all these screws out. Pretty simple, just 4 screws holding this entire thing together. We got 2 of them. Come on out. All right, that one's definitely loose now. Oh! Shazbot. Hold, please, whilst I find the 4th screw. Okay, where'd you go, buddy? Didn't even make noise. Felt it hit my left leg, and then never saw it move. Did my leg consume it? Did it go in my shoe? No? I found it. It's all the way over here. All right. Oy vey. Oh, okay. Bye, Ash. Cursed internet. Pretty sure you just have cursed internet in general, but you know. All right. So the areas we are attacking. Here, we're going to replace this battery. And what else are we doing? We're taking this off. But let's start with the harder one. This is going to be easy. Nice solder job, real quick and easy. This will be the interesting one. So we're going to start here. I'm gonna need to. Does this ribbon cable just pull out? Yes, it does. Okay. And then we're gonna get in here. There we go. Got that. Well, then there's another little connector right there. Did my camera like auto zoom in on me and then now zoom out? Is my camera alive? The hell? That was kind of crazy. It does that. What are you doing, camera? All right, come on. There we go. All right. Okay. Now the ribbon cable to pull out here. Important to remember. Thought it was intentional. No, that's weird. It's like being smart or something. Contacts up when facing here. You got to remember that. Contacts up. Okay, cool. We have this out. So we're going to set this. You know what? Actually, let's just do the full teardown. So we have our laser, and I need to get me something to gently place this laser on whilst I take apart the rest of this. But I did not need to take this out. So I'm gonna actually leaving that out is kind of good actually, because it's gonna. Oh, it did it again. Take this out, camera. You gonna? What's making you do that, camera? Getting all smart. All right. Okay. Cool. So next, I'm gonna take off this board, which looks like it's probably just these 4 screws, and this is the fan. So I need to take this power off. Gentle wiggle. Try to pry a little bit. Don't want to pull too hard. Mm-hmm. I don't want to bust it up here. Might be. I think it's going to be easier to take the fan off so I can make that a little more taut and get it out of my way. So let's take off the fan. Snappa, you don't have a Dreamcast, right? You always wanted one. That was your. Oh, you have one. Okay. You know what? I think I'm just going to leave that connected because that just does not want to disconnect. So I'm just going to leave that guy connected there. Because that guy's just saying, F you, dude. I am not coming off of there. And you know what? I don't think he has to. I think he can just stay there. So we're just going to let him do that. Oops. She could have thrown it out. I should have done this before. Remove this ribbon cable. It looks like it's just a press connect. Yeah, it is. Press fit or whatever that's called. All right. Why can't I get that off? That's a family divorce moment right there. My sister threw out my shit. All right, got 1, 2, 3. Where's the 4? Oh, it's right here. All right, why? There we go. That's what we need. So the rest of this now can go off to the side and move over. Well, that's gonna be. Oh, I mean, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Diode there. That's a fuse. That's a capacitor. What I'm doing with this. Yeah, but she's also a mom, and moms do what moms do. Yeah, you know what? Fair enough. All right, so I need to take off this, this, and there's a little screw in here holding the motor in. So this is a full disassembly of the motor is essentially what I'm going to be doing here. Screenshot or take a picture of how this is put together. So that when I go to put it back together, I'm not off. And then a little screw for our motor. And I should be putting this 100% should be putting this on my microfiber cloth because the laser is all right. Come here. So let's do a visual test first. I mean, for all intents and purposes, to my naked eye, this looks correct. Wait. Okay. It needs to be halfway. There needs to be just a tiny bit more on the bottom side than there is on the top side. Okay. Wish me luck. with this adventure. Old piece off. Okay. I think I need to. I don't think I have enough room on this by just barely anything to get it on. So I think I need to heat it so that the metal expands a little bit, creating a larger opening, which will allow me to slip it on easier without me doing anything forceful. I think that's what we have to do. All right. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to try it. It's going to get fucked. These. Oh, no, I got to take off the rubber gloves. Oh. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, this thing's going to get really hot. All right. We are going to All right. What temperature do we want? Let's start with 212 degrees Fahrenheit. That's warm. Let's up the airflow here. What I'm aiming to do here is just heat up the metal enough so that it expands a little bit, giving me a little more room to get this gear on the shaft. I don't know if that's hot enough, but we'll start with this in just a second. And we'll have to strike while the iron is hot. All right. Let's try this. Move, move, move. Oh my gosh, come on. Oh my gosh. All right. Nope, I don't think that was hot enough, so we're gonna go hotter. We're gonna go, we were at 200. Now this is gonna be real hot. Oh my God, seriously? There you go. Well, oh boy. Oh boy. All right. Something bad happened here. Leave it all intact, but I guess I'll just leave it all intact, but I guess I need to clean those parts off too. All right, so I'm gonna get another, actually I don't need to, just put it right here. There we go. All right. We've tried 200 degrees, we've tried 300 degrees. I guess I can't go any higher than 80% airflow on this one. All right, here we go. Really trying to heat this brass, making it a little easier for me to get this thing on the thing. And I mean, it's thick, so I might need a minute. I might just need to giving it more time under the heat. That'll probably cool down fast, so let's move. Dude, oh, it is hot. Woo, it's hot. I'm feeling it through the gloves. Yeah, I don't know if this is gonna work. It was a long shot. It was a long shot. All right, we're gonna try. Oh, tweezers are not gonna help me with this. I need to manhandle it. So we're gonna try one more long shot. We're gonna go like leaded or leaded, and it's like 850 for leaded. All right, we're gonna go for like the last one we did was like 600 or 400. So we're gonna make one more go at 600. I need to be careful and watch. I don't want to start a fire. So I'm doing it right. It's a heat resistant mat, so it should be fine. But I need to just watch and be careful. What I might also want to try, I'm going to try to do this time. I'm going to do this for about a minute on this side. Then I'm going to roll it over, and I'm going to hit the other side too for a minute. That way I'm heating both sides. Because I'm thinking about it, I need to like it's real thick, right? So if I just do one side, that heat might not travel all the way for both sides through and get an equal expansion. So I'm watching here. I'm walking over here. We're at 905. So as soon as this rolls over to 906, I'm going to roll it over, and we'll do it until 907. I'm hating over here. All right, 906. And at 907, this is definitely reaching a hot point for this mat. The mat's kind of a little unhappy, showing a small amount of deformation. Yeah, if it's 600 degrees, this doesn't do it. It's just not going to do it. This is not going to be a method that works. I'm hoping it is. It would be nice. But I mean, I spent $2 plus $3 on shipping on these little pieces. If it doesn't work, oh well. All right, 907. To be very fast and very careful because this thing is going to be hot as sin. And it sure is. Right through the glove. Could feel that heat. Yeah. Yeah. I don't think it's working. Which sucks. It sucks. Sucks. But it was worth a shot. It was worth a try. That'd be good. And we can take this off. Turn off our hot air station. Oof. I think I did burn myself a little bit, even through those gloves. Might be the wrong size. Might be, I don't know. One thing I know is I definitely don't want to lubricate it to get it on. And I feel like that's not the right play. I mean, it might be. You know what? All right, I'm just gonna slightly lubricate it. We'll just very ever so slightly lubricate it. Actually, what the fuck did I do with that hot ass metal piece? It's right there. Okay. We don't want to accidentally just go grabbing that thing and regretting everything. We're just gonna give it just this. Actually, I don't know if I want to use grease. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, we're gonna. I don't think I want to use grease because then it'll. But we're gonna do it. There's only one way to learn, and that's by making mistakes. Right? This thing cooled off fast. Yeah, that's just not going in. It's too small. Just probably just slightly too small because you can get just the tip in, and I don't want to give it any more force that could potentially cause it to bust. All right, so let's get it back together. Get that grease that is on there off. Put this back on. And I would say it was about maybe right here. No, it's a little more up than that. Let's put it back down. Yeah, I can see the hairline crack. All right. What am I doing in here? I'll tell you what I'm doing in here. I'm fixing video games. What are you doing in here? Okay. So I don't think I actually want to grease this because I don't see any remnants of grease ever being on this. Yeah, I just don't see any remnants of grease ever existing on this bar. So I think the only piece I really want to grease is this because I can see remnants of grease once being inside of here. But not enough to even say that this was greased. Hey, Carbine, what's up, man? There's still good grease on. So it spins pretty clearly all the way to the right. I've been pretty good. Been pretty good. Picking up new hobbies, doing more fun things that kind of that excite me, you know? How have you been doing? I mean, I think it's still going to be loud, but and I'm not sure if this part's supposed to be greased or not cuz like here, let's look at it under the microscope and see if there's like any particulates that make it really look like it's needing that grease. Very cool. Just been working mostly, traveling here and there. How's NanoCharge doing? NanoCharge is like 10, and I've got another one that's like almost 4. I'm procreating too hard. Man, I'm just not. I'm just not seeing any signs that say that there was grease on this at one point. Usually it leaves behind old, flaky, junky junk. But I'm just not seeing it anywhere but right up here at the top of this thing. Other than that, nothing. So, in the name of science, and then we'll see if that was a really dumb decision or not in the name of science, right? Sometimes you just got to do stuff in the name of science because you don't know the answer to it. And the only way you'll know the answer is if you do something really dumb and then you learn the answer. That's how that works, right? All right, so let's put this back in. Yeah, come on. Oh, there we go. Hi, how are you?
You down here? Are you being down here all down here?
Okay. It looks like it's back together nicely now.
Are you
Which
putting?
means the next thing I need to do, yes.
Fine. Hi, Daddy.
Why and what? Why am I putting this together? Well, because I took it apart.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah. That.
So we're going to screw this back
Are you doing?
up first, I guess. Can't go any further than that. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. I mean, it could be that all the grease just wore away. I mean, that's probably more than enough there that I put on. Like, why does it know? Sometimes it knows to zoom in. It's got a mind of its own. But unfortunately, it didn't zoom in on the right spot. All right, hopefully that wasn't too much. In a matter just in case, I'm gonna take a dry brush and try to just kind of wick some of that off of there. That worked out really well, actually. Cool. All right. So let's go. This way now, and as we turn it, it should spread the grease out through it. Yeah, it looks like that is indeed the case. Ick nasty indeedy. All right, so that should be good. We're back together. Kind of wish that little life hack might have potentially worked, but I understand why it did not. All right, so let's try and get as much of the. Which ones are really icky? You know what? I'm just gonna throw them both away. I don't want to mix that up with my solder, my resin, or not my resin. Flux. There we go. Words. Yeah, back to the drawing board with that one. We'll figure something out. I mean, it could just be really that I do nothing, right? Like it could just be I do nothing. It's just a louder Dreamcast. Oh well, that's fine. It's just a louder Dreamcast. I'm chill with that. All right, next. Let me turn off. Now that that's had some time to cool down, turn off my hot air rework station. We will not be using you. We will be using our solder sucker instead. Actually, I don't think we even need to do that. I think we can just work on it as is. All right, so let me move the laser assembly out the way. Have a nice refreshing drink on my beerski. Move this out of the room now. All right. Yeah, I don't even think I need my solder sucker. I think I will actually just use the hot air station and do a drop method on this thing. I should be able to without melting the plastic because I'm working back here. So as long as I stay underneath the board, I should be fine. Famous last words. There we go. There we go. We got the fan off. Dreamcast with a V8 engine. Exactly. Now we're talking. Let's see. Where's that new thing I got? Right here. Let's try this thing out. Excuse me. Ah, come on. Oh, I see what's going on here. There we go. It's actually really thick. I think I might actually want to use the I am going to use my solder sucker to remove this. Just remove the whole. Uh, there we go. All right. It's warming up, folks. Wait, Pokemon card to your bike wheels. Is that what you young kids do these days? No, still warming up. Zap zap. All right, we are hot enough. All right, just double check, make sure I'm sucking up the right stuff here. Hmm. Need way more solder on the tip of this thing. That looked pretty good. Smelly as fuck. That didn't do shit. Go again. Looks like that might have done the job. Wait, are there 3 legs on this? There might be. Yeah, there's a 3rd leg on this thing. This one right here. Okay, you know what? Put a wee bit flux. Your mom would yell if you use playing cards, but not Pokemon cards. All right, mom. Whatever, mom. Well, that one came out real nice. The other one still needs some work. Oh, what the fuck? Should be able to just heat the legs now and pull it out the rest of the way with my soldering iron. How do I turn this thing off? I want to make sure you're off so you're cooling down. Oh, only stinky energy cards. Okay. There we go. Old battery out. Okay. Now, let's get this old flux, or this old solder actually out of here now. Copper wick, copper wick. Beautiful. Less beautiful. We're gonna have to put some solder back on that bad boy. Now let's try to get it back out. Add a little more flux, actually. Flux will make your job easier with this, that's for damn sure. Just don't want to come out. Let's try from the top here. Son of a bitch, why do you want to be this way? I gotta get you out of there, son. Alright, hold on. We're gonna try this guy again. You're the last remaining holdout, my friend. We're gonna get you out of there. Alright. Are we hot? There we go. Alright. Jesus. Cool. So now we can take the new battery holder. Okay. Now let's clean the board. Reflux. And one, two, three. Perfect. Nice and flush. Looks like we got good solder joints. I think we're good to go. We're good enough to test at the very least. Let's give this a last clean off. Okay. clean up our workstation real fast, put stuff away. Dun, dun, dun. All right, snap. Once I'm done with this, I'm gonna probably be done here in about 15 minutes. Try to do about an hour raids if you want. If you're feeling a little saucy. All right, let's put the rest of this back together. You're feeling it. All right. Let's put our new battery in. ML2032. Positive goes on the positive side. Snap in place. Okay. Now it's time to start reassemble. So let's grab our Sega Dreamcast and zoom back out. All right. So first piece, get this back in. Angle it, the controller ports kind of down. Okay, come on. There we go. Actually, I'll do that after I get this screwed in place. I want to make sure this just gets screwed in while it's in the right positioning here. Tighten it too much. Yeah, I think I'll be done at 11:30 Eastern at the latest. Yeah, it's perfectly snug in there. Don't tighten it all the way. Hand tighten it once. You got all four in. Don't let it skip around in there like that either. Try to avoid doing that like I just did. All right. Oh my God, come on. Fucking shaky hands McGee, I am. Okay. Looks nicely in there. The fan then will go in next. Power. That's right. Do as I say, not as I do. Because the reason I'm probably saying it is because I just did it wrong. And I know the answer to how to do it right, and I didn't do it right. Oh God. There we go. Okay. Like odds are I probably just fucked it up. No, I think I'm fine. I think it's fine. I think it's not messed up. The thing I'm not worried about the battery. I think I did a great job on the battery replacement. The thing I'm concerned about is the laser assembly gears and all that stuff that I kind of futzed around with. Just hopeful I didn't mess that up too badly. Okay. Might actually be a little easier to do this a little further out down the. Maybe not too far out down the thing. I remember having a little trouble with this too. J.DJ, hello, Sweden. How you doing? Was working on putting our Dreamcast back together after our attempted repair and battery change, and we'll see how it fared. Oh my god. I hate ribbon cables. I especially hate press fit ribbon cables on moving components. Oh, be careful. There has to be an either way to do this. Glad you are doing well. Hello from the United States here. Not exactly the best place to say hello from, especially not in this snowy, cold version part of the United States right now. I'll get it. I'll get it, I promise. Am I working? Would it be easier? This is a crazy thought. But honestly, would it be easier to connect the ribbon cable before I put the laser assembly together? And then with the laser cable, like plop it in to spin the thing, done. Next time I have to take one of these apart, I'm trying that. I'm not doing it here. I'll get this. I got this before the last time we took it apart about 2 weeks ago to diagnose what was wrong with it. But I'm telling you, if I remember, I'm trying that next time. All right, let's see if we can kind of get in from underneath it a little bit here. Because we got this nice little ledge that you can kind of use to kind of pull up on once you get it up there. So if I could have a little bit of all right. Ah, so close. I'm actually wondering if it is easier to do that way. Oh my god. My hands are just too big. It's not made to be put together by a person with freaking giant hands. Oh my God. It's like I can feel it start to get like in auto mod. What you mean? I don't think I have any auto mod. I just have a weird Snap-a-Man. All right, maybe I'm coming at it. Ah, nice. Oh, I do have auto mod. Oh, you are a AI researcher, cognitive systems architect. That is a cool ass job. Probably a lot cooler than what I do, which is video game programmer and designer, which is not nearly as cool as AI and systems programming. I just make balls bounce on screens and stuff. There we go. Okay. Okie dokie. All right, we got it. Funny enough, the AI tried to censor AI. Weird. Weird. Okay, hold on here. We're almost on the home stretch. Okay, this needs to go, these cables go down through here. You are set nicely now on there. You are mounted correctly. Now I got two more. Nope, that goes on the other side. Oh, ribbon cable, be careful. Okay, that one's in. Next one is this little guy over here on the left. I think this is the data cable for the laser. So I think the one with the 4 is probably the data cable because you'd need more wires for all the data types. I think the two little 2-wire ones the power for the laser. Oh wait, no. I think the little one's the motor. Yeah, that makes way more sense. Little one's the motor, and then the big one's the actual laser power and data. That makes way more sense. All right, come on. Is that in? I cannot tell. I mean, I'm not gonna like. Yeah, that's in. Okay. And then the piece de resistance. Tuck the wire, snap it in there. All right, let me double check everything. Data cable, fan power, new battery, motor power, laser power, and data. That data cable, actually, that data cable might be the honestly the data for. Actually, I think that is. I think so. That's probably that. So that's just, are those all just power? I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know that I know everything here. All right, everything's screwed in. Yeah, see, that's super cool. That's way smarter than me. I'm just now learning what PCB means. Printed circuit board. Okay. I mean, not literally just learning, but I'm really new to like electrical engineering and stuff like that. And trying to expand outside of just like the basic computer sciences, like programming, C++ stuff and whatnot, because I love video games. I've loved them since I was a kid. I'm 40 years old, and one thing's I collect video games as well. I collect old and retro games and stuff. And there's gonna come a point where, my electronics, my games that I love are no, they don't work anymore, right? And if I don't know how to fix them, if I don't understand what a resistor is, or diode is, or capacitor is, yeah, we're very similar ages. If I don't learn what this stuff is and learn how to fix them and how they work and how to like essentially debug a bad circuit, then that game system will be dead to me. And at some point, they'll be so rare and so expensive that if I can't fix my own, I just won't be able to have it anymore, right? So it's really important to me to like get better at this and learn this stuff so that I can kind of preserve history in a way, if not selfishly, for just myself. But that, hopefully also be able to help others as well. And by having this knowledge, I'm also learning CRT repair and stuff on the side, which is a lot slower going because that stuff kind of scares me, because those big old cathode ray diode, two giant capacitors that'll zap you and kill you, and I'm a little scared of that. All right, let's test. There's two things we're looking for on this. Did I make things better or worse with the sound of the laser assembly moving along the harness chassis? And did I properly install a new ML3 2032 3023? The hell was that? What kind of battery was that again? 2032, right? ML2032, yeah. Into this Dreamcast so that it now has a proper working battery and no longer needs to and will save the time and date on it. So, oh yeah, let's switch over to our testing. And we gotta switch to 3. Not 3? 1? I need to mark these down. Yeah, 1. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Turned on. All right, well, we expect to do this. Would I fry that thing, or is it auto switching 110 to 130 volts? Honestly, I don't know. I actually do not know the answer to that thing, to that question, because I'm kind of scared of that side of it. Slowly but surely learning this stuff, but I'm trying to be careful with it too, you know what I mean? I'm trying to show a lot of respect to it. What is today's date? 1/31/2026. Man. All right. And then 2201. Yeah, 23 and then 24. Yeah. All right. All right. So we have now set the date to the proper date and time. Next, I'm going to put a game in. Oh, do you mean in terms of EU versus ES power? So I don't know the answer to that either, though. Hey, it's reading a disc still, so I didn't break it, and it is slightly quieter. Like, I don't know if we can get this thing to, yeah, it is. To my knowledge, it is not auto switching. It's a lot quieter. Like if you remember Snappa from the last time, this thing was a super loud. Let me see if I can get it to read the disc better, louder. Oh, that's loud. Sorry. Okay. Well, I actually think I somehow did make this better. I don't think I fixed it by any means, but I think that what we did. Actually, that's so quiet now. It almost sounds like a normal Dreamcast. So I'm going to call that a win. All right. Next thing we got to figure out whether it's a win or not, though. You can't hear the game? I can hear it coming through my speakers. And I see it showing up on as video capture device. Now? Nice. There we go. Okay, cool. Why does that does that get really loud on your side too when the person talks? I don't know what's happening with this. It's not the Dreamcast though. It's my setup. It's really weird. Okay, cool. So now we're gonna turn off the Dreamcast. Why was Let's Look at the Funk so loud? Was it like normal on your side, or was it like way over the music? Let's look at the funk. Oh, my camera's frozen. Full screen frozen camera. All right, what's going on with you, main cam? Properties. Activate. Wait. All right, there we go. All right, cool. All right, we're gonna turn off the Dreamcast now. I'm gonna unplug the power. And we're gonna sit here for a minute, chat with each other, enjoy each other's company while we wait for give the capacitors a little time to drain out, the power a little bit of time to drain out of the power supply, and so that it is relying fully on the onboard battery that we just put in. And we're going to turn it back on in just a second here and see if it took. I'm hopeful. Nothing with my soldering job looked bad, so everything should be good here. It was way over everything. I don't know if it's my VCR. I don't know if it's Streamlabs desktop. I don't know if it's this Dreamcast, which actually that's something I should probably check out on a different TV. I should probably put this on one of my, like on an actual TV and just verify that something isn't funky with that then, because if we're hearing it on here and seeing it on here like that, it's possible it's like that on my CRTs as well. Could be anything. So I'll make sure I double check that. And if there's something going on with it, we'll come back to it and take another look. And maybe there's like an audio capacitor on here or something that's going bad and needs to be something on the audio circuit that's going bad, needs to be replaced. So could be anything. Could also just be something weird about OBS here. All right, let's plug it back in. And 3 to go. 2 to 1 go. There we go. That sucks. Is the battery bad? Is the battery holder bad? Do I thought I had a good solder job, but maybe I don't. Maybe I didn't solder it well enough in. Everything looked nice. Everything was nice and shiny. Well, next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll come back to this Dreamcast yet again and take another look at it. Suck. Keep the sticker on. Going back in next time. Ugh. That is booty. All right. Well, that's unfortunate, but you can't win them all. You have all the research on your Google Drive if you want to take a look. No code though, just reports and whatnot. I mean, maybe if you hit me up on Twitch in a private message and with a share for your Google Drive stuff, and if I think about it, if I have time, I would love to actually take a look at, like, depending on what it is, what kind of research it is. I love data science. I love looking at research and data, so that could be very interesting. So hit me up, let me know. All right, I need to go play about an hour of Arc Raiders and cry that this fix did not work. Again. Well, come on. I gotta be fair with myself. It runs a lot quieter. It runs a lot quieter. It sounds so much better reading discs. It's not grinding and cranking nearly as loud. It almost sounds like a normal Sega Dreamcast. So take the victory where we can get it. Next time we'll take it back open. We'll have to put this thing under the microscope and take a look and see what is. I want to, like, just freaking fix it, but I can't work on this all night. I only get about an hour and a half, and I already worked on it for about an hour and 40. So, oh well, learned a lot, and that's good. I'll talk to you guys next time. You all have a wonderful night. I'll see you, Snappa, and Ash, you as well, if you're on my Discord for some Arc Raiders. Bye, everybody. Have a good night. Nice to meet you, Jade SDJ from Sweden. Very nice to talk to you about computer science, science stuff in general. I love it. So I'll talk to you later. I'm gonna go upstairs, wash my hands. You're not getting a phone number. I'm not gonna do that. That sounds like a scam all over and scam. I appreciate you though, but that one I can't do for really serious reasons. Oh, you need a phone number on your Twitch to whisper. Gotcha. I'm like, I'm not gonna give you mine for obvious, understandable reasons, right? Well, follow me here. We'll talk some more. We'll get to know each other a little better, and then maybe I can give you my email and something like that, because that would be cool. But I don't like giving that stuff out right away to new people I haven't talked to a little bit and gotten to know. All right, cool. Anyways, I need to go to the bathroom. Need to wash my hands, get this grease and this flux off of my hands, and I will be back tomorrow, I hope, for at least a little bit more of, I don't know, maybe this. I do have a Pokemon Game Boy, like the Pokemon Special Edition original Game Boy Color that has an